In this video, I want to show you a new tool and a tactic that I am testing to get more leads onto my email list. When you're building an email list, having a proven strategy and understanding that testing certain tactics and tools and techniques is all part of the plan. But first, I want to show you the new tool. It is Lead Creator. This is the new tactic. It is the blurred button opt-in. Now, when we are looking at the proven top strategy, we're generating traffic. We are at step 2. We are looking at tools, technology, and different tactics like the one that I'm going to show you here inside of this tool. And we're thinking about the time that it's going to take us to learn how to implement that. So at step number 4, we can build super simple lead magnets. And then at step 7, or step 4 leads to step 7 as every step, and building each pillar of the proven top strategy, traffic being number 1, to an offer being number 2, then ultimately adding people to an email list. All of this takes time and understanding these tools and these tactics and these techniques inside of the technology and the strategies that we're putting together here to build an email list. I want to look at this blurred button strategy or this blurred button tactic. Some might call it a hack, but understand that this is really just an opt-in form, and an opt-in form in and of itself is a tactic. It's a technique. So for example, when you click this, and you'll see that now it is the opt-in or a more traditional opt-in page. The idea and the concept here being that this is a tactic and a technique of a double opt-in or a 2-step opt-in. So the process here, or the hypothesis, the thing that we're testing is we're doing an A/B split test, and we are testing the effectiveness of a standard opt-in form with a clear download now button, or the opt-in button not being blurred, with a form, or versus a form B with the blurred button that is only revealed after the user submits their details. We're looking at doubling our email list in the next 30 days. So we're looking at conversion rates, as you see in this table, from the standard form of 12% to an increased conversion rate of 24%, or leads being captured going from 500 to 1,100. And of course, 500 or going from 500 to 1,100 leads is a 120% increase in the leads that we're able to get. And that's our hypothesis. Also, there's a link in the description that will take you over and you can test this out for yourself, as well as get this plan to test using this tool and this tactic and this technique inside of Lead Creator. Because inside of Lead Creator, what you have is you have 5 steps to customize your form. After you create your lead magnet, or you let the AI create the lead magnet for you, inside of the content editor, you come to the email capture option, and this is where you set your templates. Here you have the standard, you have ebook style, and then you have the blurred button. This video, we're focused on the blurred button concept here, and you can see the form fields that you need to configure. Now, the form fields are laid out with the title or the CTA of this specific modal, and it is the problem. Then you have a subtitle, which in this case is a question, and then the button text, which is another question that is blurred. As you can see here, when I hover over it, it unblurs and is addressing a problem, or it's identifying a problem. Then it's asking if they're ready to solve their problem. And then there's a little blurred button here that has another piece of the puzzle, and to see it, or to get, or to move to the next step and get the solution, they have to hover over it, and then they click it, and then the next lead capture modal pops up. You have a title, you have your name, your email, your privacy policy, and your button label, which is more like the standard template, or exactly like the standard template that you would have here inside of step number 1. So we focus on creating those form fields, and to do that, I wanted to give you a few examples. So I went over to ChatGPT, and I gave it the information about this blurred opt-in form and the fact of the test that I was trying to run, and the test that you can follow as well. There's a link in the description where you can get this hypothesis, as well as access to everything you need to test this, as well as these 3 different examples where we're talking about, for example, fitness and weight loss. We have an offer, we have a blurred button strategy, the before and the after. So the blurred and then the revealed, the 2-step opt-in, as well as personal financing, investing, and niche, as well as self-improvement and productivity niche. Also a little bit about why this works. But then I also took it a little further here in this chat. And again, I'm going to give you all this information, link in the description. Here's how you can structure the problem statement with a question. followed by a secondary curiosity question for the blurred button, and then the lead capture opt-in with a third question. So you are taking them through a process and you are encouraging them to click the submit button with a benefit-driven CTA. And then below are the 3 examples. And again, it goes back to this idea of having a proven strategy, the top strategy, and understanding that to generate traffic, first and foremost, you have to pick a topic. Then once you pick your topic, you're inside that niche. Then we're here where we are right now, and we're looking at different tools and the technology out there that has these tactics and these techniques that we can implement, like a 2-step opt-in now with this new lead creator tool and this blurred opt-in function. We have to spend the time to understand that we want to build a super simple lead magnet, and Lead Creator can do that for us as well utilizing AI. And then that's going to allow us to increase or to test with an A/B split test this new blurred button, this new tactic, this new technique with this new tool to build our email list with the idea, of course, getting to step 9 to profit and scale. But we go back and we just look at this and we see how new this is. Just like a squeeze page, when the first squeeze page was out there and it was brand new, people were looking at it and people were testing it. Then the double opt-in, but now we have a double opt-in or a 2-step opt-in form. But the concept here is the blurred button. So how is this going to increase my opt-ins? Is it going to increase my opt-ins? There's only one way to find out, and that's the test. And you need to understand to put all these tactics and these tools and this technology together, you need to spend a little time. So the next step is to spend a little time. Check out the link in the description where I walk you through this and I show you the hypothesis and I show you how step by step to utilize this blurred function here inside of Lead Creator, as well as discuss a little bit more about this opt-in form that essentially will come back to the idea. And the reason that we're here together is to do marketing, or for me to help you understand more about marketing and the reason that we use certain tools, the reason that these tactics and these techniques exist, and how to test them for ourselves to see if they're really going to work for us in our business, in our niche, when we are helping people solve a problem for the very specific topic that we've picked, that we discuss, because you don't know until you test it yourself. Link in the description to check out the tool, the tactic, the technique, and the step-by-step guide that I put together for you to check it all out. Link in the description. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.